Dalton a lock to be the Chicago Bears starting quarterback? What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. So if you're a Bears fan, hit that big red subscribe button down below. You know what to do. Hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. And guys, follow me on all my social media platforms. Let's get it. All right, folks, the NFL regular season is right around the corner. We all know that, and I'm hyped. I'm excited. And I've been looking at a lot of Bears training camp videos, news, notes, whatever I can find. And I was talking with my buddies the other day, a couple buddies, and a thought arose in which I was thinking, is Andy Dalton a lock to be the Bears starting quarterback? Right? Now, I wanted to talk about it with you guys. Now, this is not a new topic. We've been talking about this all offseason. But why am I bringing this up? The reason I'm bringing this up is the more I watch training camp videos, news, notes, highlights, etc., I've noticed a pattern of the Bears, and I don't know if this is just their social media team or if this is the entire organization, trying everything they can to downplay Justin Fields, meaning they're limiting his exposure. Now, there's a lot of outsiders, right? Like people that cover the Bears, beat reporters, etc., that are, talking about Justin Fields, but I'm talking about the Bears themselves, because at the end of the day, the organization gets to decide if Justin Fields is going to start. That coaching staff is going to decide that. And what if I've been telling you guys all offseason? I've said the only way I see Justin Fields starting is if he is flawless and perfect in training camp and completely outplays Andy Dalton. Well, what has happened in training camp now? We've had training camp for about a week and a half or something like that. And essentially, Andy Dalton has been solid, okay? Solid to decent, fairly impressive. And Justin Fields has been good. But that's not good enough, because I told you he has to be phenomenal and Andy Dalton has to flame out. Well, that hasn't happened. And so I think it is a lock that Andy Dalton is going to be the starting quarterback. And here's my slight problem. I don't have a big problem. I have a slight problem. Is I believe the expectations for Justin Fields to be able to start were so ridiculously high that 99.9% of the time he was going to fail, right? Because not only are you saying you have to play extremely well and just be amazing, but the guy you're competing against, Andy Dalton, also has to be bad. So that you can't control. All you can control is how you play. So Justin Fields is going out there balling out, doing his thing, but if Andy Dalton is not that great, then he still starts. And Andy Dalton, to his credit, has been solid. So Justin Fields has been very impressive. Now, he's made some rookie mistakes, but he's been impressive, and it's still not good enough. And so to me, this is where I have my slight problem on that, is the expectations so lofty. And I told you guys this, that Nagy, Pace, and this organization, we're going to treat Justin Fields with kid gloves. Not saying that's a bad thing, but you know how sometimes you can be a little overprotective? Yeah, because he's their crown jewel. He's what buys them job security. So in a perfect world, if it was up to Matt Nagy, he would want Andy Dalton starting all 17 games, because that guarantees Matt Nagy that he's going to stay here next year. Because no matter what happens, Matt Nagy can always tell the front office and the ownership group that, hey, you haven't even seen Justin Fields start. Wait till you see him. So if it's up to Matt Nagy, he is going to want Dalton to start all 17 games. And like I said, to Andy Dalton's credit, he's been decent. He's been solid. So he's going to start. I'm pretty certain about that. I don't think Justin Fields is going to start. And like I said, in midseason, one of my bold predictions was Nagy will be forced to start Fields, because we all know Andy Dalton will flame out. Now, again, as a Bears fan, you don't want that to happen. I wish Andy the best of luck, best success. But again, it's a bold prediction I have. So let's see what happens here. But folks, it is looking like a lock. I believe Andy Dalton is a lock, certainly to start week 1, but to be the Bears starting quarterback. And as we get closer and closer to the season, it seems unlikely that Justin Fields will be able to be the starting quarterback and take over. Now, later down the line in the season, it could happen, but certainly not week 1, folks. I think it's Andy's job to lose. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. I think Andy Dalton starts week 1. Does he start all 17 games? Let me know what you guys think. As always, thanks for watching.